Hey there, Alan Matthews here from Classical Guitar Shed, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Scott Tennant's Odair's favorite. So whose is it? It's just an exercise. These things are just in the ether, but it is in Scott Tennant's book, Pumping Nylon. I think this is probably the best thing in that entire book. I love this exercise. And Odair, this refers to Odair Assad. I think Scott Tennant was in a master class with the Assad brothers, best guitarists in the universe, among them anyway, and Odair mentioned that he really liked this one, and so that's where it got its name. So just to demonstrate really quick, it's an exercise. So whenever we have an exercise, one of the first things that we can do is going to drive you crazy me playing it. One of the first things we can do and say, what is the point of this exercise? Like, what is this actually training? So on the surface level, this exercise is training independence, because the fingers move individually. There's some stretch involved as well. A lot of individual control. So stretch and independence are the main things of this. But there is something else as well, and there's a musical issue at here as well. So let's take a look at it. Here we have one line. This is one pattern, 8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they overlap. So the way to think about this, the way to wrap your head around this, instead of just going note by note, is to look at stems up and stems down. So first off, we have a chromatic line. We have A, G sharp, G, F sharp. So starting on the 5th fret here, we just have 4, 3, 2, 1, right? Well, now here, starting with the bass notes, we have A, C, B, B flat, and so then we have, which is the exact same pattern. It's a 4, 3, 2, 1, but it's starting on the 1 and then starting the pattern. So 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's the exact same thing. It's the exact same 4, 3, 2, 1 pattern. It's just offset a note. So then what we have is 2 separate lines of music, and that's the next level of doing this exercise, is to listen to the connection of each of them. So we want to listen to this being as legato, smooth and connected as possible. So just play that by itself first off. Now down here with your right hand, you can just do a free stroke with an I finger. It doesn't really matter. You can use anything. And then the exact same thing with the thumb. So you can do a rest stroke, you can do a free stroke, you can do whatever you want. The right hand doesn't really matter so much, except to play really legato, because you do want to synchronize the hands so that you can listen to the connection. Then, when you're playing, everything has to hold until the next note within its line plays. So once we go to this 3, then that 1 needs to keep holding. Just as the 4 needs to keep holding over the 1. So it's not, there's not a lot of hopping around going on. It holds over, and then we take it. The 3 then is holding while the 4 plays, which is maybe the trickiest one of the bunch, because it's a 3 and 4 stretch. Maybe not. Then the 2, and then the 3 takes over from the pinky. So then the pinky needs to stay pressing until the 3 is ready, and then it switches over. So this is the challenge of this. Now, the way to practice this so that you really know you're doing it is to balance one voice out louder than the other. So the top is louder, and then the bottom's louder. That way, you can be absolutely sure that everything is connecting. Now next, once you get that just on 3 strings, skipping 1 string, you can skip another string. So now we're on the 1st and 3rd. Now we can go 1st and 4th. 1st and 5th. Starting to get to be be a stretch. And finally, the sixth, which is a handful. So make sure you're well warmed up before doing that. We'll have fun with Odair's favorite. Listen, 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 and go for clarity of line, clean stretches, control as slow as you need to go. Have fun. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.